Second one. Just we've got 8 minutes to discuss this one. So bring the heat as quick as possible because at 8 o'clock, sir, yes? Oops. God is like so good today. I'm telling you, God is just awesome. Cool. Hit us up.
Thank you so much, Ria. Guys, she said, let's get woke about it. And everyone kept quiet. Woke with Ria C. Come on.
Let me record you.
Okay. Spirit of Pride Month. So the next topic comes in relations to that. So an American neurosurgeon, politician, I think his name is Ben Carson, he said, transgender people should have their own bathrooms because they make everyone else uncomfortable. Why are their rights more important than other people's rights? And why are they infringing on other people's rights? My question is, do you agree with it? Do you feel uncomfortable with someone else using the same bathroom as you? And if you do agree, why do you agree? Why does it make you uncomfortable? And if you don't agree, why is it wrong? Why do you think it's wrong? Yes, the question is open to the floor.
Whoa. Easy. Why should you have a problem? Because when we grew up, you understand? So why should I feel uncomfortable? I mean, here's my sister. Usebenzisa itoilet uzohlala mina ngizohlala futhi. So why should I don't see any problem with that. Because isikhule kanjalo more. It's just manje inconvenience when it comes to a mall. Now there's this men and all that. And then it brings us to the apartheid, blacks and whites. You understand? But sikhule sebenza toilet one. You understand? Say emisebenzini, this is men, this is
Shame. Says LGBTQIA plus. Uyostrapile. So the question is, how do you feel about sharing a bathroom with the L, the G, the B, the T, the I, the A, I forgot the Q at some point, plus people? So how would you feel about sharing a bathroom with a lesbian or gay or transgender or how do you feel about that?
Uyiphendulile so uyiphendulile ukuthi uyiphendulile so mina nami I'm thinking ukuthi mina for me as long as sihloniphana, I mean mangize toilet angizange ukuthi ngizochamela wonke umuntu toilet uthi manje ngiyachama. So now see me like ashilo ukuthi sikhule sine toilet ewane ekhaya. So for me it's all about respect and masihloniphana. I don't think singaba ne issue. I mean kumanje kunama toilet away both genders, and I think it's all about respect and giving omunye umuntu space. And once you unikeza omunye space, then you won't feel uncomfortable because you've given that, unless umuntu athi ayazi ngichamise la, then or make me poof. Make me poof, and now, then I will be, I won't be comfortable. But I believe it's all about respect. Let's respect one another. If you klonipa, and I don't see anything wrong about that.
I think for me, for the fact that we are discussing this and we're asking this question, that is problematic on its own. For me personally, I think for the fact that we are sitting here and we are asking a question that says, does it make you uncomfortable to use the same toilet with people it's problematic. That's the problem. We first need to check ourselves first, because that is problematic. If we're uncomfortable, if we're uncomfortable to use the toilet, why we don't ask to say are we comfortable to use the toilet with another guy? Because at the end of the day, it's people. That's the thing. So for the fact that we as people trying to divide people and make other people the other community, and then the people the other community, that is a problem on its own, and that is the reason why we are asking this question, which I personally think is problematic. Personally, I think so. That's why I can't answer that question, but I just feel like it's problematic on its own. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Comfortability. You should be uncomfortable the time you were growing up. So you shouldn't be. It's just isn't this as sibe uncomfortable. Is this men's toilet, women's toilet? Those are the things. One time I entered a toilet Mantombazana, a mall, and I didn't see any sign, and I was like, yeah, but while I was doing my thing, and I was like, why can't I uniar? Maseng Puma, and then the toilet. Look, putting in the wrong. I'm like, but it's a toilet. I've done my business. You understand? It all goes with upbringing it. That makes us to be uncomfortable. Other than that, you'll see. When you grow up, you don't see any gender. You see a person. It's the adults outside that say this is a man, this is a woman. Don't play with the man as a woman. Don't play with the. But when you grew up with your sisters and your brothers, and then now when you go outside, it becomes uncomfortable in everything. That's why it's so uncomfortable for LGBTQIA, because we have forgot how we grew up, and the society amongst us here is uncomfortability.
This topic, ne? This topic, I work in a gym environment. Hey, I hired a gay guy. Lily. She's a there's codes. She's the one. I need to. There's a top. She's a bottom. Right? Okay. Okay, she says she's a bottom. Okay. So the abuse she took and in the change rooms. Men didn't want him in the men's. Ladies didn't want him in the ladies. So I think it's not gonna be. We will say all of us here there's no problem, it's normal, but reality is there's a big problem out there. Men have this stigma. I'm gonna speak about my husband. My husband will say, I've got two boys and then my last born is a girl. So the middle child, he's like in between. Hey, Atli, don't play with girls. Like now my son can't even touch a teddy bear. Because Papa will say, why am I touching this? So times have changed because we've got a lot of gays and lesbians, and parents are now overprotective of kids not, So the question is, are we I'm comfortable. I love, because my aunt has gay friends, so I love them. But out there, men have a stigma. And teaser, you are lying. You are lying.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm going to
I think for me it comes with irrespect. Cause ekugcineni labantu laba babochomi bethu. Yeah. And akusizi ukuthi if ezakimi noma siyahlangana ebathroom why ngimjaja funa ngimnikeze ispace sakhe sikhule sonke sisharisha itoilet lay1 sigeza sonke sidlala sonke so why ngimjaja lo muntu cause nami uyanginikeza ispace and uyangirespecta so I think ihamba lento le ne respect kusifuna ngirespect yena ukuze nami azokwazi ukungirespect so yeah.
I think the issue here is labeling because when you go to the bathroom, there's a sign that says woman or man. What if I see myself as a man? Yes, my physique is a woman, but what if I feel like I'm a man? So I can't put my right foot here and my left one there. So the problem here is labeling. If you feel you're a woman, bathroom, ladies, sweetie, do your own thing. There's no such thing as you are uncomfortable. If you are saying you're uncomfortable, it's like having your own cell phone. Bring your own bathroom here. I don't know how. They must invent it. See if I get begging. How are you uncomfortable with sharing a bathroom with a person? It's not like Ningerani too, as Utiza said, kumula. Like really, everyone does their own thing. So how are you uncomfortable? So I think the question here is, are we happy with the fact that some things are labeled? Because that's where the main issue starts for me.
Yeah. So sorry. I think it's all about respect, as the other speaker said, and the reason why I'm saying respect. The only time I will be uncomfortable with someone, it will be someone wanting to interfere with what I'm doing, or let me touch this, let me do this, no. But for me, I don't see anything wrong sharing space. The only issue would be someone, because now I'm sharing space with you, now you want to be all over me or all over young child. Then I have a problem. But I don't have a problem whether you gay, you lesbian, you whatever gender you are. Let's respect each other. Then we good. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Respect.
Yeah, sure. Ngiyavumelana namakhotmana akho Ria wethule to like ba right sonke ithole regardless ukuthi uyigay ulaspen nani sonke ithole so she mess efanayo. Oh yeah, ngibekela okay, thank you sis. Ngifuna project ngithemba voice. But sonke so she mess efanayo. But singakhohle ukuthi eSouth Africa amadoda kangile bafethu. Amadoda kangile ngathi bahlukumeza abantu in public. La bakubamba bambe ema-taxi rank nani in public bayenza yonke into abafuna ukuyenza cede toilet kuba kangakanani ya iba buhlungu iba tricky mase ifika lapho ukuthi nayo leyo side leyo siyibheke singathi ngoba thina sihleli la simnanzi yazi thina sishaphe hey but busazi kahle kamhlophe ukuthi akhona mahangi lion lapha shaya izinto ezisinaks so nawo aswabheke nayo futhi sicover singayisabi sure
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What I know is Jesus left us.
This is a burning topic.
Oh. Just hold on, Taboo. Just hold on, Taboo. Jesus left us with a commandment. He said, love one another. You know, more than anything else, you just need to love the next person. Whatever they choose to be, it's their own personal choice. Us is to love people, and in loving a person you set boundaries. You know, you're saying, you know what, I understand the direction that you've taken, you know, it is your choice, but please bear in mind that with me I don't need to see XYZ happening, but I've accepted you because of it's your choice, and at the end of the day I need to love you enough, whether you are, you know, gay, lesbian. At the end, I'm dealing with a human being. You know, I need to love you because of when you approach me, it's not the gayness that's approaching me or the lesbianness. It's the person, I'm just now going to put a tag and say, you gay and I'm straight. So what? But I need to deal with the person on a personal and a human level. And the only way is to love and accept a person and just set those boundaries between, both of you. I think that's the way to go.
Okay, guys, I've got a different view on this topic.
Thank you.
It depends on when you're saying, are we comfortable sharing a bathroom with transgender people or whatever. It depends on what you are saying in terms of sharing. Sharing in terms of us going into the same bathroom together, or sharing in terms of there's one bathroom, I go in and then the next person goes in. I believe personally, we are not telling the whole truth around a whole lot of topics. Even the first topic, we're not telling the truth. Even on this one, we're not open enough. Because the truth is, straight men, like myself, like she said, not to say maybe I'm judgmental or I hate gays and lesbians whatsoever. But truth of the matter is, I'm a gay and I'm a lesbian are very touchy, they are very noisy. So sometimes those kind of things, they make you become uncomfortable. I'll talk from experience. The reason why I'm saying the way uzanyasho ukuthi ngakhona towards it's because ngengaya epartini of Abu Somizi and his friends. I'm sure you all know Amstel. We went to the loo and he was very touchy, like when I'm taking you home with me. And do you get my point? So me being the man that I am, I was like, kanjani, you understand? So it creates that thing with man. I don't want but in terms of being comfortable using the same bathroom, I wouldn't have a problem if you go, do your thing, and then I go next. But us going in together, it's a no-no. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Hey, I like these topics, especially this one. But if you can listen, if you can listen from the first topic and this topic, it all goes to the awareness, and it all goes to teaching people, educating people. There are such people who are like that, and because of the apartheid and all these things that we had before, people were not able to come out. But people are coming out now. So 56. Kana phuma manje and all along he's been married. You understand? But he was living a lie. But now he will be comfortable. Now he has came out. So for us, you need to understand this other gender or the new gender. And then by understanding them, then you'll be comfortable. Before understanding them, you'll feel uncomfortable, believe you me. I was once in a party, we didn't know Gucci in this party, these people are like this. We only found out later, and we were brought by one of our friends. But through understanding, you're like, oh, yes, they are touchy, but you need to tell a person, you're making me uncomfortable. You understand? And then you set record straight njengosikhumba no Thomas ukuthi mina ngidlala igame kuyo, or I'm not like that. Yabona? So you need to understand these people. Once you understand them, but you understand. There are other ones that you don't understand them. But there are, and there's many of them. You understand? You think he's a man, but later on, he's otherwise. But you need to be comfortable with them.
As a recovering homophobic man, yeah, I used to be homophobic and I'm still recovering from that. So I want to say that before I continue. And I'm interested in women. That's my interest. But I want to say something. I want to say this. That the biggest problem, that's why I'm saying this topic is problematic the way it started. And it's still problematic because the problem is that if as a man, I can look at her and want to touch her and say, I like you. Because why? I'm interested in her because I'm a man, apparently. Then why you have a problem when someone who's interested in you doing the same thing that you do to women? That's the problem. Because at the end of the day, they are interested in you. I'm speaking here as a recovering homophobic man. Thank you.
Who else wants to talk?
Sure, yeah. Less than 60 seconds. Uphila uthintile, uphila ukhuluma ngayo boy. Nabe ngifuna ukuthi like pratsepo like singaba just because of khona abatouch bese bonke sibafaka ku-umbrella one. Sonke nami straight but just because of abanye benza lento le yakusho ukuthi bonke ama-gay nani bese senza kanjalo. Nabo abantu nabo, yeah, sure. But uphila ibeke kahle, so covered on that side.
There are two people that have not come to the party. They've been absent.
Finally. Guys, hi. There's something that I want us to understand here. You guys, the question was, are you comfortable to share bathroom with a gay or lesbian, right? Am I right or wrong?
Transgender.
Yeah.
Obviously, the topic is open up to the queer community.
But now the floor was open and you discussed other issues that are not even direct to this question. Can I ask something? If you want to accept a transgender person, is that person supposed to be a celebrity or what? Because now, as we're sitting here, if some music come here and say, let's go to bathroom, or let's talk to the bathroom, or I'm in the bathroom and then some music come, I won't scream. Just because of its teaser, and then I will scream. Why? Because I think at the end, these people are also human beings. They didn't choose to be like that. You understand? And in that way, if we as society reject them as well, then where should they go? What are we saying about those people? Understand? Talking to my experience from my profession, many people used to take me as a gay or whatever because of my profession. Understand? But I made it clear that, you know what, I don't have a problem with you because of because of the way you think or all the designers, all the fashion designers are gay and all those things. I don't have a problem. I'll stay with you, have fun, have drinks or whatever, as long as we have a barrier that no, what this person no, it's straight. Because anyway, gay people or transgender people, especially lesbians, they're not interested in men. If you are lesbian, you are interested in women most, and the gay also, most of them also they're interested in men. You understand? So a lesbian won't come to me and say, "Ish, Debza, you know what? Mena, today I want to take you home." Well, you understand? But a gay person will come to me and say, "Yo, Debza, you know what? Your lips, I want them tonight." You understand? But in that way, you need to. Yeah, we're getting there. In that way, I will say, just to close up, let's just accept these people the way they are, because they're also human beings. And then if we don't accept them, thank you.
Okay, I think there are a couple of things I'd like to say. First, Upila said the topic is problematic. I don't think the topic is the problematic thing, but it's the notion behind the queer phobia that's problematic.
The behind it.
For instance, the question was not problematic at all. Recently, around social media, there was a feminine presenting gay person who was killed for using a bathroom with other men. So if we're not discussing this, how are we becoming? How are we not being problematic? I feel I'm not fighting him. He raised a lot of valid points, but what I'm trying to say is these are things that we should talk about. Like, for instance, yeah, as I said, he was killed because he used a bathroom with someone, and it happens recently. It's not something that happened a long time ago. So if we say, no, those topics are taboo, we shouldn't talk about it, they're problematic, no one is meant to hear it, then we're perpetuating the same thing. And there's a point of sexual harassment when it comes to bathrooms, when it's shared with homosexuals or bisexuals. I think when it comes to, as people usually say, when it comes to sexual harassment, straight men understand it when it comes from gays, but as themselves, being the perpetrators, thank you, they don't get it. So they only understand when it happens to them. So that, in a sense, holds the conversation, it takes the conversation away from the act of sexual harassment, and it sexualizes it. It puts homosexuals in it. And I feel like sexual harassment can happen to anyone at any place. It's not gay men who are only the perpetrators of sexual harassment who will touch you uncomfortably. I'm sure there's a lot of women, even in this room, who've been sexually harassed by men, straight men.
Yes.
So I don't think the sexual harassment is a gay, straight conversation. It's that entire mentality is wrong. I'm not sure if you guys get me. So yeah, and in terms of the bathroom, obviously separating the bathrooms will, as one of the speakers said, takes it back to the apartheid days, where blacks only, whites only, where it dehumanizes a certain group of people, makes them a subhuman species, which perpetuates the violence experienced as well, perpetuates the you know, that thing, I don't know, the words have run out, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Wow, guys, wow.
Sorry, one more thing.
Okay, one more thing.
It's all good to say you understand, you love everyone, but they're not welcome to do X, Y, and Z in front of you. What is that? Why is it? Like, if you accept someone, then accept them the way they are, not because you are told to accept them, in a sense. So if you're okay with people, or a straight couple kissing in front of you, then why are you bothered by a homosexual couple doing that in front of you? And you then say that you accept them, that you love them. So it also closes them, it boxes them, it makes you want to see them or perceive them. You want them to exist by your comfortability and not their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents on the matter.
Yeah, guys, it's wow. I think because shame, sikhulise esontweni sonke ne. Shame, yo guys, siyakowisha because we also want to be good Samaritans. We want to be good people, right? We want to love people because we were taught and we are forced to love people, right? The issue that we are not dealing with is to stating out our preferences. As soon as you state out your preferences, that's when you become either prejudiced or racist or homophobic or whatever, feminist or whatever that you may call it. Because the society has said to us, or the churches that are everywhere in our communities have told us that we need to love people. And because we love them, we are struggling to love them from afar. And also, we're also struggling to say, you know what, to be quite honest, like any other person, I don't date tall people or I don't date short people. That's your preference. It's got nothing to do with their race. It's got nothing to do with, whatever. It's your preference, right? Furthermore, we need to be honest with ourselves. My uncomfortability or insecurity is we almost finding ourselves having to prove that we love the LGBTQIA plus people. We almost are blackmailed if we are stating out our preferences. We are almost like, if I touch you, why are you being uncomfortable? That means you're also gay, or that means you're also lesbian. That's my only issue. If I say to you, I don't feel comfortable in you touching me, and I know that you're lesbian, I don't think it's necessary for you to touch me if I'm not interested in you. Do you get me? As much as if a guy comes and put their hand on me and I say, bruh, please don't touch me. Why are we then forced? Oh yeah, that means you are like this. Because why? When I'm touching you, you're almost like reacting. I'm not reacting. You need to understand my preference is that I don't want a lesbian person touching me in a way that is sexual or in the way that is proposing something. I don't know what, I forgot the word. Insinuating something or instilling something. That's my uncomfortability. And those are the things that we get scared to talk about. If I don't want a girl talking to my husband, but if I see a gay guy talking to my husband and I say, I don't feel comfortable, that means, hello, if I don't want another girl talking to my husband, and even if you're gay and I say, I don't feel comfortable, don't take it there. Don't take it there. Take it as, I'm uncomfortable. And I think those are the things that it'll be so awesome to have the whole group in terms of all the alphabets and the plus. I don't know what the plus means, but in the whole group. Because we almost now not sure. We're also uneducated. The last time I checked, there was the lesbians and gays. Now there's transgenders. Now there's people that, no, I'm straight. I'm a straight girl. I'm just like, I like straight. I don't know. And I think that's the honesty that we need to have with ourselves. Say, hey, mina angisazi sesigubumanje. Ngoba no V angisazi sekameleni. Ngcine kulu LG. Hayi sokuno T, sokuno B, sokuno V, sokuno I, sokuno A, sokuno V, sokuno plus angisazi. And those are the honest conversations that we need to be awake on. And we need to say, we must not be those biased people and say, hey, I'm comfortable. And then I'm like, but I like it. Hey, I'm uncomfortable now. Oh, we need to be honest. So, we're not going to have woke with these things that we keep on trading on and say, I'm going to offend this person. I must not offend. Then there's like, we need to love. We need to be honest. And honesty for yourself. Not for the next person. I don't want to say the good. It's the wrong word. But the one thing about apartheid was, it was clear. We don't want black people, and we are white people. And black people, because they are recovering from apartheid, ne? They want to love everybody, and they're scared to say, Mina, I'm uncomfortable with this, and this is what I love. And every time they bring that up, they're feeling those emotions of apartheid coming up and say, they're going to say, I'm racist, I'm prejudiced. We've got so much pressures that we have within ourselves. All I'm saying is, let's be woke about it. Let's talk about if I'm comfortable, like, we're not gonna judge you. I'm comfortable. If you are, great for you. Let's have those things. But tune in to Woke. I will find my 9 people and the plus to come and just educate us on this topic. Yeah. Thank you so much, Tabani, for this topic.
Okay, the topic is closed, people. Even though I still had my 2 cents, but let's carry on. I still had a lot to say.
Yes, for the full version of Woke.
There needs to be a point where you start educating yourself as well. If you really, truly want to understand a group of people, you cannot always rely on them educating you. Imagine if we told white people all the time what makes us feel uncomfortable.